how doubt plays a role in our lives, for better or for worse. Actually, it does play in two roles. So let's look at the positive side. Doubt has created this industrialized revolution. Doubt has created a lot of discoveries in every possible way. Doubt has been a driving force for all the discoveries, right? The essence of curiosity in humanity is shown through doubt. Whenever we wanted to explore things, we asked big questions, and that's where we are in the last 200,000 years. And doubt, so that part of doubt is good. Doubt can really drive us to do things that we are curious about and explore, and it's for our own benefit in terms of adding different dimension to how we see the world and how we can improve in terms of we can be part of the environment and the world that we're living in. So that was doubt, right? And all the advancements was done. The very foundation of that was doubt. Someone asked the right question, and that's what doubt did. But for the purpose of this channel, I want to talk about the doubt that, for the most part, debilitates us in a way that we sometimes are not aware. And doubt shows up in directly or indirectly in many ways. And my journey and the way I have come across or have realized the influence of doubt is that doubt is that kind of whisper that internally is telling us that we are not good enough, or that I cannot do certain things even though originally I am really pumped to get it done, or a project or an adventure. If you want to write a book, or if you want to do certain things that you've never done before, the very first thing that shows up is doubt. The doubt that we are inadequate, the doubt that we will fail, the doubt that it's not going to be good enough, which we're going to talk about that as well. So this doubt is the absolute poison to our own identity. The doubt is the energy of the ego for the fact that it wants to preserve its own sovereignty. And that's what that is. That's what doubt is. It's basically, doubt says, it is a form of ego talking, saying that, oh, by the way, if you do certain things, let's say if you have to stand up in front of a crowd and talk about something that you're passionate about, and you are so afraid, doubt says, well, nobody cares about what you're going to have to say. So everybody's going to look at you and they're going to say, who cares? Or that they're going to make fun of you. That's doubt. And that's ego is basically channeling that energy, saying that, you know what, it's safer to not do it. Don't do it. It's safer. Because the moment you go beyond that, beyond doubt, and you test the validity of the sovereignty of the ego, that means the self, the capital S, you inside, the inner wisdom, has now taken over and become that executive function where ego has no say anymore. And that's a death of ego. That's what that is. And ego doesn't want that, right? And we all go through that, by the way. So doubt is that which constantly tries to get us to not challenge the ego. So how do we defeat that? Doubt is, the first thing is the realization that where it's coming from. Doubt, is it coming from the internal mechanism of us, or is it that something that we picked up through the family history, through the societal projections or enforcement, or whatever the path that can possibly be? But what we can say is that once we test that. One of the best things that I did when I was diagnosed with a certain health issues, my doctor basically said that you won't be able to do certain things anymore. And this medical professional is telling me this. So I looked at that as, oh, I can't do it anymore. So the doubt is, right away, I said, is it true? So, and I asked the question, and the question was that how much pain I am willing to endure. Now, I understand that I may have done it too much, but the fact that I have gone against that, the fact that I was in pain or that there is mobility issues, but if I wasn't for me challenging that doubt, there is just no way in terms of health, my trajectory of health will not have been the way it is right now. And this was the death of ego. Really, it was. And ego was like, yeah, you're in pain, don't worry, just, sit on the couch, watch television, relax, eat chips, right? But because the other part, moving, working out, exercising, it's hard. And of course it's gonna be hard, right? That's an example. Or the example that I've come across many friends and family members and close ones or colleagues that they want to do certain things, and they say, well, who's going to read? For example, one person want to write a book, and they say, well, who's going to be interested in reading my book? And my question is that, how do you know? So there's a doubt again. The doubt is there because the ego is saying that nobody cares about your book, and plus you're not going to be good at writing it, so why are you bothering? And then it shows up, manifests itself as a doubt. But my thing to my colleague or friend was that, how do you know that? How do you know? And plus, your story is very unique as it can possibly be. You're one of the 8 billion people. How can be another story like you? It just doesn't make any sense. It's comedy, right? So I encourage everyone to think of it like that. Challenge that doubt. And you notice that, first of all, there is a huge fallacy about that. You just created that, although you didn't, your ego did, and then get past that. And maybe you may have to do some deepening and saying that, okay, where is it coming from? Is it because I was told that was not good enough when I was during the family history or at school, or the people that I hang out with? For the most part is the family history, but it can be in other cases as well. And if it is, you know that is a lie. So don't believe it. So that is the first step to break free from ego. And when you do this, there is an infinite level of possibilities that is going to show up, and you will live a life that is yours, and the sovereignty is yours, and that you decide what, when, how, where you can do the things that you like to do, and nobody else. And when I say by nobody else, that means no past identity coming in and really maneuvering your life the way that you think, and that shows up or manifests itself as doubt. I hope that this message is clear. We need to stand up to doubts, all doubts. We question it, we question its validity, and on the other side of it is always comes this freedom that we've never felt before. I love sharing my stories with you, the challenges that I go through. I hope this resonates with you. If you have any comments or thoughts, please share with me. And please keep well until next time. Take care.